Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Venna, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And you had 2 questions. Your first question is how to submit writing practice tests to my website. The second question is how to submit speaking practice tests to my website so you can start getting feedback. Alright, so here's the course. Let me show you a trick. I'm going to go ahead and click on this so we just see one topic at a time. And then I'm going to switch my role to a student so you can kind of see what it's like from your perspective. Alright, so the first thing is, let's go to the writing section. And we go to step 6. So what you want to do now is, as you scroll down, you will see I have excuse me, 40 independent writing practice tests. I have over 43 integrated writing practice tests. So let's just look at one of them. So your first step is to click on a practice test you'd like to take. There it is. So you read the instructions here, and once you finish the practice test, you have to send me this email. So in the subject line, you'll put independent writing practice test 4. You're going to put this email in there, put your name, user ID, and then send me a quick email. So you're now going to attempt the quiz. So it says number of attempts allowed. You're about to start a new attempt. You wish to proceed. You put yes. So you now see the question. People have different ways of escaping the stress and difficulties of modern life. Some read, some exercise, others work in their gardens. What do you think are the best ways of reducing stress? So you will write your response here. So once you've developed your response, and I didn't set a time limit on these, so some students like to take more time for practice, but if you want to do TOEFL, give yourself only 30 minutes, and once you're done typing, you put next, you click on next, submit all and finish. You're about to close this attempt. You'll no longer be able to change your answers. Put yes. And there it is. You see where it says write your response here? So I will now see this. Again, don't forget to send me that email. You have to send me the email to tell me that you've completed that practice test. And those are the steps of how you can complete an independent or integrated writing practice test in my course. Now let's talk about how you can complete a speaking practice test in my online TOEFL course. So step 6, which is writing, we don't want that now, so we're going to go to the speaking section of my course, step number 7. You kind of do the same thing. So under step 7, you'll notice I have a lot of different lessons, and then I have what's called independent and integrated speaking practice tests. So let's say you want to do independent speaking practice test number 6. You click on the link. You follow the instructions here.
This section measures your ability to speak about a familiar...
And it will give you the question here. Now, of course, if you click on the link, you'll see a bigger version of the video.
This section measures your ability to... Others like to live off campus in apartments.
So this gives you the actual question, right?
Which do you think is better? Living on campus in dormitories?
So now the next part is...
This section measures your ability...
Because I don't want for you to post your practice test on my own server, I have what's called a VoxyPop discussion group. I'm going to open it up right now so you can see it. So once you know what the speaking question is, you're going to go to my VoxyPop discussion group here. You see this? So today I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 students who have posted their independent speaking practice tests online today for me to grade. Now, before you can actually post it, you have to join VoxyPop first, and secondly, you will join this particular group. So first, you can click on the sign up, join in. So you will sign up on this page, right? Now, once you've created your username and your password and all that, then you will go back to the VoxyPop group and you will join the group. Now, for me, it says log in because I'm already a registered member of VoxyPop. So what I will do instead of joining, I put my name, my username, and my password here. And this is actually how I log on. Now, what I want to do for you right now is I'm going to give you a demonstration of how it works. So you have a student here who has posted a practice test. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and listen to this practice test and grade it, and at the same time you'll kind of see how you actually post a response. So it's loading the recorder. You have to make sure that you have, it's called JavaScript. You have to make sure you have JavaScript and make sure that you follow the instructions that you see right here. So I'm going to actually talk to this student so you can see how it works. Hi there, these comments are for Majud, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you completed independent speaking practice test number 19. So let me take a look at what that practice test is first so I can understand what the question is. So number 19, so we have, which characteristic do you prefer in a friend? Reliable, humorous, or intelligent? Alright, Majud, so let's hear how you have responded to this question.
The most important characteristic I prefer to be in my friend is intelligent.
Now let's go back. You say, I prefer to be in my friend. I don't think I'd use the infinitive there. Let me listen to it again.
The most important characteristic I prefer to be in my friend is intelligent.
I would just say the most important characteristic I prefer in a friend is intelligence.
Because I like to share my ideas, opinions, and knowledge with my friend. When I share my opinions, ideas, and knowledge with my friend, I can solve many problems and challenges in my life.
Okay.
For example, when I shared my problem with my friend about how can I prepare myself for the exam.
No, it's about how I can prepare. So when I showed, you got a couple of problems here. You have problems with word order, first of all, but one other thing, hold on.
My problem with my friend about how can I prepare myself for the
how I could prepare. So when I shared, which is past, I would change can to could. So when I shared my problem about how I could prepare for blah blah blah, so your verb tense needs to be changed. So change can to could to reflect past, and then make sure you're using statement, not question word order in that noun clause.
My friend gave me some advices to solve this.
Now, advice is a uncount noun, which means we don't put S on it. We don't say advices.
Problem. Therefore, I got a very high degree in the exam.
I wouldn't say I got a high degree. I would say I got a high grade or a high mark. So that's a word choice issue.
So, the most important characteristic I prefer to be in my friend is intelligence.
Yes. All right. So now what we want to do, I'm going to take a look at your score and why you're going to get the score that you will get. So let me click on the links to the actual speaking practice test here. Okay, hold on. Right. Okay, here we go. Okay, so on this one, as I pointed out, language use, you did have some problems with your word order in noun clauses. So if you go to the grammar part of my course, you can learn more about that. Secondly, you did have some problems with your verb tenses. For example, if you're saying when I shared information about how I could, not can, so you want to use past tense modals there when you're talking about something in the past. So that's another issue there. Topic development, I think you had a pretty clear organization. You had some specific details in there, but you can probably be even a little more specific than you are. Delivery, I can understand most of what you're saying, but you do have some minor difficulties with your pronunciation, but nothing to worry too much about. So mainly here, because of some language use issues, I'm going to put you at about 2.66 out of 4, 20 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. All right? So now what I've done here, Venna, is I actually just completed a practice test. So I actually gave my comments to Majud here, who did the independent practice test 19. What I'm going to do now is to save these comments. You see how that works? So right now I'm saving. I'm saving the comments that I'm giving to her. And this is pretty much how you complete a speaking practice test. So what you're doing is you're posting your responses online for me. Then the next day I will listen to it, comment on it, give you a score and so on. Then the next day you can get your comments. So it kind of works. You post something on one day, then the next day I actually listen to it. And remember that we have, I teach students from about 60 countries all around the world, and there's just different time zones and everything. So I found that this works a lot better than trying to arrange times to meet with students online to post things face to face. That's never going to work, trust me. All right, so that's pretty much how it works. So hopefully I've given you some good ideas in the video. Can you see now my comment here appears after the comment that the student left there? So what you do is you'll click on like independent speaking practice test number 1, and then you can leave me a response under this category. Now if you click on one of these links and it doesn't work, you can just go to the top and click where it says TOEFL related questions, and you can make your comments here, which is fine also. Alright, so that's it. So what are you waiting on? Start posting some writing and speaking practice tests.